Federal health officials say unvaccinated people are the driving force behind the spread of COVID-19 and several mutations, including the Delta variant. The CDC says the unvaccinated population makes up nearly all current COVID hospital cases. Fox News' Leanne Nguyen spoke with the CDC director today and joins us live with the latest. Leanne?
Blake, similarly to what we've been seeing locally here in North Texas, I'm told that the country's COVID-19 numbers are also trending in the wrong direction. Today, the CDC director telling us that the country's 7-day average of cases per day has gone up nearly 70%.
This is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky telling Fox 4, over 97% of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in the U.S. are unvaccinated. In Friday's White House COVID-19 briefing, Dr. Walensky said 17% of counties in the U.S. have seen concerning increases in COVID-19 transmission risk, including much of Texas.
What we're seeing is that this virus is an opportunist. It is going to places where people are not fully vaccinated. And so there are more cases here in Texas than there might be in other places that have more vaccination.
The latest data shows only about half of Texans are fully vaccinated.
We worry because in the past several days, Dallas County has had an increase in cases of about 14%, an increase in hospitalizations of about 90%.
The spread of the Delta variant and another mutation, Delta Plus, are among the top concerns.
58% now of the virus circulating in the United States is the Delta variant. We know that that variant is more transmissible than 2 to 3 times more transmissible than the wild type variant that we had just a year ago. And locally in Dallas County, about a third of the viruses are the Delta variant.
The CDC announced in May fully vaccinated people are protected and can stop wearing masks in most settings. But even with the current spread of COVID-19 and the more contagious Delta variant, the CDC's current mask guidance for fully vaccinated people won't be changing for now.
We are not considering looking at that now because we know that if you're fully vaccinated, you're protected against the Delta variant and other variants that are circulating here in the United States.
And as the next school year approaches, children under 12 will have to wait a little longer until they can get vaccinated. The CDC director tells us that decision could come mid to late fall. Until then, the CDC director recommends unvaccinated children continue to wear masks in school settings and be surrounded by fully vaccinated people.
Do it for yourself, your family, and for your community. And please do it to protect your young children who right now can't get vaccinated themselves.
And Dr. Walensky also tells me that they are preparing for the possible need of booster shots and will announce any updates on that topic as soon as the data shows the need for them. They're also considering whether those who are immunocompromised or on an immunosuppressant medication may need a third primary dose in case they were not fully protected from those first 2 doses.